For someone just starting on Amazon, what are the first things that they need to consider doing before even researching a product, let's say, or before really anything? What are the first steps?
So there's a few things. For you to even have an Amazon seller account, you need to create an LLC, get an EIN number, and then have a business bank account. Now, a few things, you can get away with not having a business bank account and using your personal one, but for accounting purposes, that's a horrible idea. It's going to be very messy for the books and for accounting, and trust me, I've been there. When I first started, I used my personal credit card, I used my personal bank account, and so money was coming into my bank from Amazon, money was leaving my bank, paying manufacturers and stuff, all in my personal account. I was paying my bills, my rent, my electricity, and it was such a mess. When I talked to a CFO and he said, okay, show me your books, and I sent him my personal bank statements, he said, what's going on here? Why is your your restaurants and flying and traveling and eating and all this stuff in the same place where your business is? And it's definitely frowned upon. So very simple steps. Step one, you want to create an LLC. So there's two types. There's either if you're inside America or you're outside America. If you're outside America, I recommend going to a company like Express EIN, having them help you set it up. It's very, very easy. If you're inside America, I just set up another LLC about a week ago in Wyoming. So you can go online. All you need is a registered agent, and there are websites that provide a list of registered agents in Wyoming. That's all you need. It's $150. I went in there, I registered my LLC. The only thing was I had to make sure that name was not taken in Wyoming. The reason I use Wyoming is because I know that they have a law there where no one can see who owns the LLC. So basically, whatever that LLC name is, that's all they can see. They can't see that it's owned by me. And I like that level of privacy. That's the only reason I use Wyoming. Now, for people thinking, hey, you can, if you do it in Delaware, you don't have to pay company tax. Guys, I don't think that you know that much about tax laws. So go talk to a professional, a CPA. That's not how it works. Where your company is we don't pay taxes. If you lived in Delaware, and again, this is not any tax advice, but if you lived in Delaware, then you would have zero state income tax, but you still have to pay federal tax. So anyways, we're not going to get into that. We're going to let the professionals handle it. But it takes about 2-3 days to open up an LLC in Wyoming. And then from there, you file for an EIN with the Secretary of State. So, or with the IRS. And, the IRS, it's irs.gov. You go in there, you say, I want to file for an EIN. You input your company information, where it was formed, your name, address, all of that stuff. And then you get an EIN. And then from there, you take that LLC formation, that EIN number, and you go to any bank. I personally use Chase. It's not that it's better or worse than a different bank. I just have all of my bank accounts there. So when I log in, I can see all of my different businesses and my personal, and I can transfer my salary easy from my business to my personal, account for my salary and everything like that. And so, you just go to the branch, say, here's my LLC, here's my EIN number, please open up a bank account. And those are the three things. And then you take that and you go to Amazon and you sign up for an Amazon Seller Central account. It's very easy. They just ask you your name, where you live. They're going to ask for your ID. So they're going to ask for your name, a passport photo, or maybe a government ID photo. And then they're going to ask for a bank statement to confirm your bank and your name and your address. So make sure all of that is all cohesive. Make sure that your bank, the name on your bank and the address on your bank and the LLC and everything is all in the same address, and that everything works, because again, this is a business and so everything has to align. But other than that, it's that simple.
But if they want to go an easier way, they could just go to a place such as LegalZoom, where they can do it all for them. The way
Yes.
Mina explained it is it's a little bit cheaper, but you have more work to do. So there's always ways to simplify this if you are willing to pay maybe 100 to 100 more. And I did not know this about Wyoming, so I think that's a very great tip. And what about because you said they cannot see the name, can they see the address? Remember how Amazon has now where it's very visible.
You have to.
So you can get away with that.
You can, and you cannot get away with Amazon showing the name of the business and the address of the business. So now you have to see it. So they made this more transparent for customers to know is this like a Chinese business or is this a US business? Not that there's anything wrong with Chinese business, but I think that they believe their customers deserve to know that, so they're starting to make it
which
visible.
Which is fantastic. I like that. So would you recommend LLC right away as soon as somebody starts? But this is not only just to keep it separate. It's actually better and recommended in case anything happens with your store or if somebody sues you, they're not going to come after you. Not that that will ever happen, but if it does, you want to be protected by being under an LLC. And who knows, if you grow to, you know, hundreds and millions of dollars, you may want to move to a corporation or so forth. But I think LLC is a great place to start.
And again, it's always good to you know, talk to your, you know, financial advisor, tax professional, but usually it's very simple. Just start with an LLC, single member, or if you have multiple members, just start an LLC, and then the benefits of C Corp and S Corp come later once you grow the business. And again, those are things that you talk to someone, you know, who's a professional about. But starting with an LLC is fine. And I know some people are like, should I pay that money and start the LLC? You know, what if I don't know if the product is gonna work? Well, think about it this way. You are going to start a business and you will 100% succeed. And if you think like that, then without a doubt, you need a business, you need an LLC. Don't think, oh, maybe this product's not gonna sell. Well, what if this product doesn't sell, but then you start selling another product? Or what if you start, you know, maybe you don't do an Amazon business, or you do a different business? You're gonna need an LLC regardless. So
having an LLC, it's like the beginning of an entrepreneurship. So you can do that for your kids too. Set them up while they're young. So I think it's a fantastic idea, whether your product is going to work or not. And like Mina said, you know, you may do this product and fail, but it doesn't matter. Your LLC will still be there, and you can still add other products under it. So I think that's very good.
Can get a lot of tax deductions. So.
That's right.
Yeah, and you can't do that if you're just a regular person.
They will charge you the most. Yes. We know from
personal experience.
Okay, thank you, Mina.